Folks at home, welcome back to the Backyard Bass Pond, and I have some unfortunate news today. Our massive bluegill Sheriff is no longer with us. And if you hadn't been around the channel that long, Sheriff was one of the originals. We got him whenever Bonnie and Clyde were just little babies, and he was one of those pets with a really big personality, kind of like Moby. He had a big appetite. Over the years, he ate different things like shrimp, goldfish, and even a frog. When have you ever seen a bluegill eat a frog? Wait, the bluegill ate it. Clyde got it. Running. Sheriff ate it again. And even at times, he was also known to try to bite your finger. Sheriff was the first one, the bluegill, to hit it one more time. Yep, he's definitely... Even though he was really aggressive, he was also a gentle giant. Every time we'd do water changes, he'd swim right up to us. Liz used to pet him all the time. That bluegill, Sheriff, is actually letting her pet him. And it's actually kind of like he likes it. It's pretty wild. So in honor of Sheriff, we're going to replay a couple of my favorite moments while he was in our 300-gallon aquarium. And the first one was an experiment where we just wanted to put some bait fish down in their own tank and see if the bass or bluegills could break in and watch the sequence of events unfold. So not only did he break in, he let some of the shad get away, and he also got himself stuck in the process. Oh goodness. Sheriff got trapped in the tank. I gotta get him out now. And not only did he live with Bonnie and Clyde, he also got to live with Moby for a little while. And you'll never see two bigger fish personalities in one tank than these two guys. But as we all know, Moby's personality is a little bit bigger, and he won this battle. Sheriff was trying to save a shad for later, but Moby got the best of him. So Sheriff spent his first couple years in our 300-gallon aquarium, then we decided it was time to move him into the backyard pond. And so about 6 months after we put him in there, we noticed he wasn't coming up when we walk out to the pond, but there's dozens of places for fish to hide. We have so many fish in here, and you'll walk out sometimes and not be able to see a single one. So there's so many caves and ledges for them to hide in, so we weren't sure if he was just hiding from us. But now it's been almost a year and we have not seen Sheriff, so the only thing that we can think that happened is that one of the blue herons got him this past winter. So we've had a problem with them. They return every year right around December. And this past year, we caught on film one of the blue herons attacking our pet crappie named Outlaw, and he almost got him. That is unbelievable. It doesn't look like he got a fish. Let's look at the underwater camera. So this is our pet crappie Outlaw right here that he was attempting to eat. Man, that is unbelievable how fast that bird was. But it looks like he got away. Let's watch it in slow motion. Yep. But the herons also hunt at night, so there's a good chance that with Sheriff always being up at the top, not backing down from anything, that one of the herons probably got him. Rest in peace, big guy. So if you missed our last video, I was out fishing and caught a baby turtle and a little tiny crawfish, and our daughter Sarah's been having a lot of fun with them, but it's time to go check in on them and watch their first feeding. So we hatched our 5 ninja turtles about 2 years ago, and it's fun watching the different personalities of turtles. Some of them are really shy around people and tuck in, but I think that this little guy is going to be the life of the party. He seems like he doesn't mind being around people at all, and he has definitely been fun to watch. And in that last video, we told you guys to give us a name for the pet turtle and crawfish. And since Sarah's been playing with them so much, we read all of the comments to her and let her pick her favorite 2 names. And for the turtle, she picked out Squirt. And Living Free Fishing said you should name the turtle Squirt from Nemo. And for the crawfish, she likes Sebastian. So Troy's the winner on that one. So both of you guys send me your information and I'll send you out a prize package. So I was out at the farm cutting grass because we're getting ready to plant some crops, and you never know what's going to run out of that grass. It started out with Little Bunny Foo-Foo. Little bunny rabbit. But then I started seeing little rats and field mice run out everywhere, and that's when things got interesting. that brought in this flock of white birds, and initially they were just there eating the insects and grasshoppers. They started catching the field mice. There he is. That lead one's got the rat, and they're all chasing him now. If there's any of you snake experts out there, see if you can identify this snake. My guess is a rat snake, but I'm not 100% sure. And the bucks around here are just now starting to lose their antlers. But it's interesting, some of them still haven't. And the little piglet makes sure to come through every day. And for a pond update, we got some good news. We found a contractor that's going to build it for us. He's currently finishing another pond, and it looks like he'll be able to come build ours in May. Alright folks, it's feeding time. I'm going to walk you through our weekly process on how we feed all of our pets. And since we don't really have a good source for shad around where I live, the best thing for us is just to get them overnighted in from Anderson's fish farm. And what they sent us this time was 1,000 golden shiners. And I've got to let you see what size they are. And you can see in that sack, they're all lively. Maybe 1 or 2 out of 1,000 didn't make it. They have a really good success rate as long as the weather isn't too warm. But you basically just let them acclimate in there, and then we're going to get a little feeding action in here. Clyde getting ready for dinner time, but this is basically what we do every week to 2 weeks, depending on what time it is in the year. Spring and summer is when they eat the most. So we've had a ton of rain lately, and that mixed with all the pollen has the water dirtied up. But some of you may be thinking, how can those fish eat 1,000 shiners every week to 2 weeks? And largemouth bass are interesting. They have to eat 10 pounds of fish just to gain a pound themselves. And I'm not exactly sure how much each of these little shiners weigh, but it can't be much at all. There's other shiners that are left in the pond from the last batch, and they won't chase those down because sometimes they're burning more energy to catch that shiner. So that's why they always wait on that easy opportunity. Release the rest of them. Now here's the fun part. Whenever we put all the rest of the shiners in, that's when everybody comes out to eat and the pond becomes alive. You can see one of the small Ninja Turtles snacking. And this is our biggest turtle, Ranger. Now for a spawning update, I think it's rained every day for the past 2 weeks, and that cold rainwater cools the pond water temperature off, and the bass and bluegill will not spawn until the water temperature warms up. So it looks like one of the bluegills locked in on a mat, but the rest of them are full of eggs. We just need some warmer weather. Alright ladies and gentlemen, time for the main event, Mr. Moby. We're about to drop some of those golden shiners that we put in the pond into Moby's 300-gallon tank, and he should eat pretty good tonight. Let's just hope he don't eat my finger. Don't do it, Moby. Look at him. Man, you almost have to trick him. He's too fast. Here we go. I got it. Alright, he's definitely ready to eat. I'm about to drop him some in. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Man, he's a little bit extra tonight. Mouthful of rocks, probably. But folks, hopefully this is the last couple months that Moby's going to be in this tank, because as soon as we get that pond built, we're probably putting Bonnie or Clyde or maybe both of them in the new pond, and then Moby's going to go into the backyard pond. So his days are limited here in this aquarium, but Mr. Moby, it sure has been fun. Alright folks, back for one more feeding tonight. We got the gecko hanging out, checking the turtle out. Crawfish hangs out up under there, but I'm pretty sure that this little guy knows when feeding time is at night, because he charges over as soon as we drop the food in. And here he comes. He's trained already. Crawfish just shot out. Pincher's open because the turtle swam by him. Got him. That's going to wrap up the turtle feedings. Probably going to do some improvements to the turtle tank here soon. Not going to go overboard with it because this is just a temporary tank. We plan on putting him back in the backyard pond. Alright folks, that's going to wrap up this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to follow along with all of our pet adventures. Hope you all enjoyed this one, and we will see you all next time.
Bonnie and Clyde were pretty looking people, but I can tell you people, they were the devil's children.